Used to brew in Newberg between a popular farmhouse brewery and some neighbors who say that they're concerned about tourism activities on farmland.
Wolves and People Farmhouse Brewery, located on a rural road off 99W, and they're planning to hold special events with food, but a land use advocacy group says that kind of permit should not have been allowed. Amy Frazier, live in Salem, where opponents took their concerns to the State Land Use Board of Appeals. Amy?
Well, the hearing here in Salem lasted about half an hour this afternoon. Both sides very passionate and fighting for what they feel is right for the farmland.
It's a 1912 farm that my parents moved onto in 1967, and starting about 5 years ago, we started refurbishing the old barn.
It's a unique experience in Oregon.
So we brew a lot of cool Belgian-style beers and experimental and farmhouse-style beers.
A farmhouse brewery on a farm in Newberg where they grow hazelnuts. The Wolves and People Farmhouse Brewery opened a tasting room in 2016.
And what we're doing at the farmhouse level and is almost unique in Oregon, which is bringing people to a working farm to see not only where things are growing that that are important for the community to eat, but that we can brew with too. So grains and hops.
But some neighbors argue it's become more like a tavern. They say there's too much traffic and it's too loud.
Now we have a bar across the street, and it is a tavern. It is not a brewery.
The owner of Wolves and People has obtained an agritourism events permit, allowing 18 events a year and a food cart or chef at those events. Friends of Yamhill County, a land use advocacy group, is fighting that permit before the State Land Use Board of Appeals.
And really the basic question you get down to is how the food carts and catering and musical events are necessary to make the contract growing of 10 acres of hazelnuts viable. There's no connection whatsoever.
The brewery argues events with a food cart makes them more family friendly and also helps support the overall farm operation. Some neighbors would like to see something else.
That he be closed down, because as far as I'm concerned, it does not belong in our neighborhood.
And a decision from the state is expected by June 18th. We'll keep you posted. Reporting live in Salem, Amy Frazier, KOIN 6 News. Wow.